Filming for the 5th season of The Boys is now in full swing, and news is literally coming in every week. Recently, it was revealed that we'll be seeing a reunion of the main trio from Supernatural, and this news has simply exploded the fan community. In the next few minutes, we'll look at how the filming of the final season is progressing, what's happening with the spin-offs, and how the Winchesters will fit into the plot. Get comfortable because, as always, it's going to be interesting. Let's start with perhaps the most discussed news of the last week. The central trio from Supernatural is officially reuniting in the 5th season of The Boys. Jared Padalecki and Jensen Ackles gained an absolute army of fans for their roles as the monster hunting brothers, Sam and Dean Winchester. Beginning with the 4th season, they were joined by Misha Collins, who gradually became one of the main characters. As we know, the creator of Supernatural, Eric Kripke, also adapted The Boys for Amazon, so it's not surprising that he's bringing his guys from project to project. First, Ackles flew into the cast to play Soldier Boy and hit fans right in the heart. So much so that last year they announced he would have his own series within the franchise. Plus, he managed to appear with a cameo in Gen V, and now he's preparing to make waves in the finale of the main series. Then in the 4th season, Jeffrey Dean Morgan played a small but important story role. In Supernatural, he was the father of Sam and Dean, and now he's embodied the villainous personality of Butcher. By the way, the actor expressed hope that he would also appear in the 5th season of The Boys for the final chord. And although his participation is not officially confirmed at the moment, Eric Kripke is unlikely to miss the opportunity to gather all the Winchesters together. Moreover, even before the filming process began, he himself announced that Jared Padalecki would be joining the cast. And of course, we were happy that he would finally be able to reunite with his on-screen brother in the 5th season. And just the other day, the official account of The Boys posted a video announcing that another major casting had taken place. In the video itself, they staged an entire plot relay with the newcomers. Ackles calls Padalecki to join him in the final season, and he, in turn, calls Misha Collins. Naturally, no one needed much convincing. Thus, in The Boys, Jensen Ackles has reunited with his Supernatural colleagues, with whom he spent more than a decade on set. This appearance of the main trio marks an almost historic event. Although the actors have repeatedly appeared in public together and participated in various charity events, this is the first time all three will be filming on screen in one project after the end of the Winchester saga. By the way, this could have happened earlier. The closest to this was the Walker Project, in which Padalecki starred and Ackles directed one of the episodes in the 2nd season, but fate decided otherwise, and we'll only see the reunion in The Boys. Given that Eric Kripke is the showrunner of both projects, it's not surprising that he prefers to write roles for actors he's already worked with. James Gunn does the same with Nathan Fillion, Martin Scorsese with Leo DiCaprio, and Quentin Tarantino with Sam Jackson. And there are many such examples in Hollywood. So Kripke isn't an exception here, but rather following a trend. Naturally, there's no information yet on how long the newcomers will stay in The Boys. Fans' opinions on this also differ. Many believe that Soldier Boy and Padalecki's character will join Homelander's army of Supes, and therefore they'll have to work together to track down Butcher, and they'll be sharing screen time throughout the season. But who Misha Collins will play is still shrouded in mystery. However, given the dark, humorous tone of the series, it's likely that the reunion will be episodic and will end with the quick and brutal death of one of the characters. That would be right in the spirit of The Boys. By the way, the buzz around the video was so intense that fans started talking about Season 16 of Supernatural. While the final season put an end to the hero's story, the series repeatedly broke established rules. Plus, all the actors have pleasant memories of their time on set, and they would like to do something else with the Winchesters. But there are no plans for this yet, and with the spin-off about the parents on hold, fans are simply enjoying the reunion. Besides the official accounts, the main stars of The Boys also don't forget to post photos from the set. Recently, Carl Urban shared a photo hinting at Butcher's whereabouts in the final season. Naturally, he's dressed in his signature shirt with a coat and sitting behind the wheel. Since the equipment is placed in front of the car, it's obvious that the actor was in a scene shot inside. Although this post doesn't reveal story details, it's a kind of reminder of where the character is headed. In the finale of the 4th season, as we remember, Butcher embraced the dark side after trying to battle his inner demons. Under the influence of his imaginary friend Joe Kessler, he began a bloody betrayal of his team and took the virus that could cause genocide of all Supes. The last time we saw Butcher, he was driving in an unknown direction. The scene he's shooting in the 5th season could well be a direct continuation of that episode, and since the rest of the team is in custody, He's clearly not rushing to help them and will be acting alone. Given that Kripke hasn't been afraid to deviate from the source material before, the series might give Billy a fair ending after everything he's done. Besides Urban, Jack Quaid also shared a photo showing us his character Huey completely covered in blood. The 4th season made him go through several tragic episodes, including the death of his father. The new image suggests that things aren't going very well for the character in the last season either. Perhaps blood was splashed on him during a violent massacre, or he could have dealt with someone himself, as was the case with Translucent, for example. The photo also points to a continuing trend for Huey, as each season shows a moment when he's covered in blood, and the further we go, the more blood there is. There's a certain symbolism in this, and judging by Quaid's photo, we're in for the highest point. It's also virtually confirmed that Jesse Usher, who played A-Train, will return. The character's fate was initially unknown, as his arc in the 4th season ended with him fleeing to New York with his family. This made us wonder if that was the end for him in the series. However, Usher accidentally revealed his return to the set on social media, though it was expected because his storyline turned out to be one of the most interesting, and the character was revealed from a completely different side. In addition, the cast is already being expanded with new actors. Snowpiercer star Daveed Diggs has joined the team in an as-yet unnamed role. But the second newcomer, May Sandai, was cast as a superhero from the 50s. The actor got the character Bombsight, who was previously only mentioned in the plot. He is one of the oldest known supes, working at the same time as Soldier Boy. Perhaps we're in for new scenes from the past, in the post-war period, and Bombsight himself has every chance of appearing in the prequel spin-off about Vought's rise. By the way, its development is currently on pause. Eric Kripke has stated that he is firmly determined to shoot it, but for now is fully immersed in the finale of the main series. But the second announced spin-off can't boast positive news yet, and we're not talking about Gen V now, that one is actually doing fine, and we'll see the second season soon. We're talking about another offshoot with the working title The Boys Mexico. The spin-off about the Mexican division of Vought was announced more than a year ago. It should be led by Gael Garcia Bernal, who shot Blue Beetle for WB. One of the heroes will definitely be played by Diego Luna, whom we know perfectly from Andor. It was also said that the spin-off is planned to be filmed in Spanish in one of the Latin American countries. However, in a recent interview, Eric Kripke implied that the development of this spin-off is progressing very slowly. According to him, the deal to appoint a writer for the pilot episode still hasn't happened, which means there's still no script. Despite the slow process, information from Kripke assures that work is still being done, and the spin-off isn't dead. We'll just have to be patient for it. As you can see, The Boys continues to develop despite the near end of the main series. The finale is expected only in 2026, and this year we'll see how Gen V has changed in its second season. By the way, James Gunn himself recently praised Eric Kripke and his work. The head of WB noted that the satire and atmosphere of The Boys have become so unique that right now they're creating problems for his own project, The Authority. For understanding, this film was supposed to tell about a team of superheroes who aren't afraid to use any methods in their activities. They don't compromise and are often very cruel. Gunn explained that in tone, the project is very similar to The Boys, but he would like to avoid direct comparison. He needs a little more time to distinguish the project and set it apart. Therefore, work on it is now postponed, and the director denied rumors about the team appearing in his upcoming Superman. Overall, The Boys is definitely a phenomenon that has brought a fresh perspective to the superhero genre. The finale promises to be grand and surprise even those fans who are familiar with the source material. There are too many changes that will definitely lead to a different ending. And don't forget that we're promised topical political jokes, which in light of recent elections will play with bright colors, so we're eagerly waiting for the release and the appearance of new details. And in the meantime, be sure to write in the comments what you think about the reunion of the supernatural actors and what are the chances that Kripke will entrust them with playing a decisive role in Homelander's fate. Well, that's all for today, friends. See you in new videos very soon.